Hello, it's Monday, so it's time for some book talks. I finished 2 books this week. I made a TikTok about this one, so I'm not going to talk about it, but it was good. Now, we are still in the middle of Latinx Heritage Month, so I would like to talk about our featured author of the week. This is the author that I will be talking about to classes that come in this week, Zoraida Córdova. This is the only complete series of hers that we have. And then we also have book number 1 of this series. So if you are interested in this series and you read book 1 and you want more, just tell me and I'll buy the rest of them. This one is fantasy, and it is about magic and mermaids. Kind of scary mermaids. So if that sounds interesting to you, check that out. These 3, I have just started reading Labyrinth Lost. I'm about halfway through it on my phone is where I'm reading it. And this one is about a girl who is from a family of brujas, okay, or witches. And everyone in her family, it's a generational thing. She, however, has never really felt very secure in her magic. Something happened when she was younger that was bad, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is because I talk about it in the book. I don't want to spoil it. But anyway, like her death day is coming up, where her whole family will do this ceremony to kind of awaken and claim her power. And she decides she's going to send that sideways. She's going to do something to just get rid of her power altogether so she doesn't have to worry about it. But that spell backfires, and her whole family is transported into Los Lagos, which is like an in-between, like purgatory sort of place. And she has to go there with this guy that she just met and try to save her family. So, like I said, I'm about halfway through the story. I'm really enjoying it. It's very nice and action-packed. The author is Ecuadorian American, Zoraida Córdova. So we have several of her things. There's another book of hers that's out right now, or just came out, and it's all over social media. I haven't read it yet, but it looks interesting. The other book I read, like I said, I haven't finished Labyrinth Lost yet, but I finished reading this morning, Citizen Illegal by Jose Olivares, and it is a very slim volume of poetry. And he also edited this book, Latinx, which is a collection of a lot of different Latinx poets. So if you're interested in poetry, look at these. This one, the reason that I read it was because someone was flipping through it and they saw a couple things and they were like, have you read this book? Do you know what is in here? You might want to look at it. And I mention that because a lot of people, when they think about poetry, they think about flowers and clouds and love and stuff like that. That is not all that poetry can be about. Sometimes poetry is about anger and sadness and feeling broken and feeling split between 2 identities or 2 communities. And some of that is going on in this book. There's some anger, there's some talk about societal conditions, and like I said, in feeling torn between 2 worlds with Mexican culture and American culture, and how those things sometimes can clash. So if that sounds interesting to you, it's here in the library. You can check it out. That's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you next week.